see, question then becomes what's driving. There is a shifting going on. There is question then becomes what's driving. Question then becomes what's driving.
Hello, we are episode 9. We are recording live from the Denny's on 51st Avenue and Denny's, Indian School. Yeah, this is episode 9. Actually, episode 11. We didn't upload episode 9 and 10, but this is 9 right now. So, say it again. This is session 9. Yeah, I'm recording it, but it's actually live this time. So I know what we've done. This is actually, since we recorded, I've recorded 12 of them and only put up 8. So this is 9. So we are going to actually start this week how to study the Bible. And we're going to do this for 2 weeks before we get back into Bible studies. Next week, I will have all of the notes for you. I just didn't get to finish up the notes because there's some stuff that I want to have. For those of you that have ever been to like Bible studies, you know, sometimes they give you papers like this, where it's like this in the information. I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to give you the notes so you can study them. So next week, today you take notes, but next week you'll just have the notes. You just kind of study them because I want it to be where you guys actually can go home and study them. Sometimes we don't take the right amount of notes, or we don't take accurate notes, or maybe we don't ask all the questions we need. And so next week you'll have a full, right now I'm already at 4 pages. It'll probably be 8 pages. There'll be a guide. Hopefully we can get it put together nice. And then that way you can actually keep it and use it. So what we're going to talk about this week is basically how to study the Bible. I don't think that there's any, I'd be careful how I say that. I think everybody's called to study the Bible. I think that just like everybody's called to do certain things, I think maybe there may be some giftings where the Bible is a little bit more, some people are able to do some things a little better or a little bit more efficient. There are some people who are gifted in praying, so everybody's called to pray, but there's some people who are just more effective at it. So I think in doing this, I think this will help develop your knack and passion for wanting to read the Bible by actually going through and talking about some basic practices on how to read the Bible, how to study the Bible. I personally have heard people tell me, you know, times that they don't see what I see, and I still don't see, that's just me. I still don't think that I'm going to discover anything anybody else won't see. So what I'll do is I'll give you the methods that I've learned over the last 15, 16 years to tell you how I come up with what I come up with. Just basic observation. It's all it is. Nothing special, nothing fancy. I don't speak Hebrew or Greek, but I know where to go to tools to get to unlock what the passage said. So everybody knows the Bible is written in 3 different languages, originally Aramaic, Hebrew, and Greek. And I'm not fluent in any one of those languages, but I can use the tools I have to help me unlock what the Bible says, and I can communicate that to somebody else. Does that make sense? So, all this is original material, so I did get definitions and stuff in place, but I did not take somebody else's book and did. I just was all original. So if you do have any questions or maybe feel like something is wrong or not accurate, feel free to chime in. So I put that the purpose of what we're doing is to just, you don't even need notes, it's just to give you an update. It's we're going to examine basic Bible study ways, and so that one can arrive at basic biblical doctrine and basic interpretation. So if you go to 2 Timothy, and I'll go there for you, 2 Timothy, the 4th chapter. We talked about this, I think, maybe a couple months back, where it says that in the end days, this is a charge from Timothy. It's a pastoral charge, It says, I solemnly charge you in the presence of God and Jesus, who is the judge of the living and the dead, and his appearing in his kingdom. Preach the word, be ready in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with great patience and instruction. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but wanting their ears to be tickled they will accumulate for themselves teachers in accordance of their own desires, and will turn away from their ears from the truth, and will turn aside to myths. So this is kind of always been my if somebody has a theme, like a theme scripture, that's kind of been my theme scripture, which is preach the word and be ready to preach the word in season and out of season. That's actually 2 Timothy, the 4th chapter, and I read verses 1 through 4. So that's kind of what we're using as our basis and our model for studying the Bible. And so the purpose is, a lot of what I've drawn, almost everything I've drawn is from an actual Bible verse, not just a thought. And so I'll go ahead and say this now. This is not in the notes, but there's essentially, if you ever go to church, there's essentially 2 types of sermon. That's it. There's different things. There's essentially 2 types. There's a scriptural sermon and a topical sermon. That's it. It's either based on a passage or it's based on the topic. So there's different types of delivery methods. There's different types of talking. But if you go to a church and you listen to any sermon, you listen to any Bible study, it's going to fit in 1 or 2 categories. It's either going to be scriptural, which means it's coming from a passage, or it's going to be topical, which means it's coming from a thought.
Can it be both?
It can be both, and I was going to say it can be both, but I think in some aspect it should be both. Even if you come from a scripture passage, there should be a topic involved. Topical means that you will engage in a topic that involves a whole bunch of scriptures. Hold on a second.